Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. Now, this is for the narrative lectionary. We're looking at the creation story. We're starting up, we've just moved out of summer, and we're starting into kind of our fall program year, if you will. This is where then the fall readings for a while will be in the Hebrew Scriptures, the Old Testament, and we're looking at creation. We're looking at creation today, and creation and the fall. What I'm looking at is almost like is the story of creation and the story of fall. That when we read a story, when we open up a good book, like our book of faith, there's a hero in the story. There's usually in the characters, there's the hero character, there's the main character, and then and they go through. And in the story of creation and redemption, the hero in the story is God. And so the item I am using, just because it was the hero I could find in the Dollar Tree, was the Batman figure. And of course, anytime attaching hero God imagery to there's problems. It can break down, but this is the item I'm using. You could probably have another hero. You could draw a hero on a piece of paper and talk about a hero. The other item, which just because it's just fun, is a stretchy chicken fling. And just this idea that this becomes the hero of the story, almost like a Superman or Superwoman whoosh, that flies. I love it. It's just fun. But the idea is this helps us enter into the conversation that in this story there's a hero, and who's the hero? The hero is God, because God creates. When Adam and Eve fall, it's God that it's ultimately God that leads them to redemption. It's a God that's continually turning them back, continually working with them. God is the hero of the story, and God's the hero of our story. And ultimately, that is the key, is that in the sense that we stumble and we fall and we mess up, and we might try to do it on our own, but ultimately God is our hero, especially when it comes to the Christ on the cross, to tie it back. I know some folks, it's like tying, anyway, all kinds of stuff in this, but ultimately looking at in this text and looking in this idea of in creation and fall, it's God that created us as good. And it's our God who redeems us and restores us and brings us back into wholeness and life. And so that's the direction I'm going. And talking about heroes, and maybe even, this is September 11th, so you might tie it into the heroes that are in your community, different kinds of heroes, the folks that work in the fire department, those who work in the ER, those who are teachers, all of those hero folks that you tie in, and that ultimately everything we do is in this image of God, that God who sends us into the world, that we might be heroes and we might interact with folks as God would want us to interact. So looking at the hero story and tying it into all of the different aspects of our life. For our church, it is God's Work Our Hands, the ELCA Day of Service, and that is one way that we can be heroes in the community as we reach out and we serve those that are around us. All right, so I hope those can be some springboards for your own children's sermon, and as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed week.